Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Foundation Season 3 Episode 2 drops an ending twist that might just shift the entire trajectory of the series. And it's way more than just another slow-burn sci-fi episode. Shadows in the Math may not be packed with action, but the revelations it delivers, especially in its final moments, are seismic. If you've been waiting for a game-changer, this might be it. And honestly, it's one of those turns that demands a rewatch just to catch all the subtle hints leading up to it. Let's start with the Cleonic dynasty. The slow unraveling of the genetic drift among the clones has been one of the most fascinating threads in Foundation, and this episode pushes it even further. Brother Dusk, played masterfully by Terrence Mann, is now showing cracks in ways that feel more desperate than ever. He's nearing his transition to Brother Knight, and there's a quiet panic in his performance, one that hints at a deeper realization that he's becoming obsolete in an empire that no longer mirrors the original Cleon. Mann's performance in this episode isn't just great. It's layered, uncomfortable, and borderline tragic. That kind of portrayal makes you reframe everything we've seen from the Clone Emperors so far. It's no longer about keeping the empire intact. It's about what happens when the very concept of continuity begins to fail. Meanwhile, Gaal Dornick, who was once the heart of the show, gets a strangely reduced role here. She opens the episode, but quickly fades into the background. Sure, this could be a setup for something bigger later in the season, but it's hard to shake the feeling that she deserved more meaningful material in this chapter. That said, the aging of Harry Seldon and his growing divergence from his Vault counterpart sets up a fascinating philosophical rift. What happens when two versions of a genius disagree on how to lead? The show is clearly planting seeds for a bigger clash, not just in ideology, but in leadership style, identity, and possibly even survival. Now let's talk about Calgan. The Mule's storyline is inching forward, and while his presence as a threat is undeniable, the subplot involving the descendant of Hobber Mallow drags the pacing down a bit. That character's smug, entitled attitude is frustrating to watch, and probably by design, but right now, it's not delivering much in terms of engagement. Still, this show loves a slow build, and we've seen before how even the dullest threads can explode later. We'll have to wait and see if this one pays off. But none of that really matters once the final twist drops. Brother Dusk's gift to Brother Dawn, a massive planet-destroying weapon called the Navacula, is the episode's undeniable showstopper. It's Foundation's version of the Death Star, and it's introduced with just the right amount of grandeur and dread. The VFX are incredible. Watching the sheer scale of destruction this thing is capable of, you get the sense that the stakes have just been raised to a galactic level. The Navacula could end wars, yes, but it could also destabilize everything the Foundation is trying to preserve. It's not just about brute force. It's about the ethical weight of such a weapon being in the hands of a regime that is slowly unraveling from within. And just when you think the episode is done flexing, that final moment hits. Dawn, the seemingly most balanced of the clone trio, is revealed to be communicating secretly. With who? Why? What's his real agenda? That moment recontextualizes everything about his character and throws his loyalty into question. Is he working against the Empire? With the Foundation? On his own terms? It's the kind of ending that hooks you instantly, because suddenly, nothing is as it seemed, and no one is safe. So here's the big question. Who do you think Dawn is secretly working with? Is he a double agent, or just playing everyone? Drop your theories in the comments because this twist changes everything. And if this is only episode 2, imagine where we're headed.